Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to get on here and do a short review. It's not going to be a long review. It's not going to be nothing special. But I thought, I have a little free time. I'm going to throw this review up. Um, just if people want to know my opinions on certain weeks of Raws, and I may start doing this, just doing like shorter, very, very shorter videos. Because I just don't feel the need to review a pay-per-view, a week of wrestling that just wasn't like the greatest and didn't have much happen. Um, so this is for the review of Monday Night Raw for 6/27, June 27th, 2016. Not much happened this week, but I will say this: I'm tired of watching reviewers that complain every single week about a Raw, and then they get a half decent Raw, and they don't want to give it props for it being that good. They'll just act like the Raw was complete garbage from the get go, and it just irritates me. So whenever I watch a review like that anymore, I just give them a thumbs down and walk away from the video because it's stupid. I'm not going to give them my time to watch their video when all they're going to do is complain about the same stuff. That's not going to change with the WWE. Um, it's getting better. It's going to get better, but deal with it. Whatever. Stupid. I'm not going to name names. I'm just going to say that it's dumb that people want to complain all the time. Give the positives, and then, give the negatives and call it a day. But don't say that a show that was as good as this Raw was horrible, because it wasn't horrible. It's one of the best Raws I've seen, like, in this year. It's up there with the best ones. I will say this. I'm getting very irritated with Apollo Crews. I don't like him. I don't like him. You know, and here's my analogy, or what my comparison is. I didn't really like Sheamus when he was a babyface, but for some reason I like Sheamus. I don't like Apollo Crews, and he's doing the same thing. The reason why I kind of didn't like Sheamus somewhat, and because he's smiling all the time. Why is he smiling all the time? He's smiling all the time. It doesn't make no sense. And if he's not smiling, if he's trying to be serious, I just don't take him seriously because he's not doing anything to make me serious. He seems like an emotionless wrestler that's in the ring. That's what I get from him. There is no passion. There's nothing from him that gets me hyped for anything. So saying that, I do not like him. He needs to go back to NXT or something. I think that he's not ready. They're probably not going to send him back down. They're going to keep him up there until he just fizzles out, and they'll end up releasing him and whatever. I just don't think that unless he changes and does something, I don't think that he's going to have a career in the WWE. I just don't see it happening. Um, I just don't like him. But this route was really good. They started out with AJ Styles and John Cena basically trying to interject themselves in a triple threat. Seth Rollins came out also and cut down Roman Reigns for having a wellness policy violation, which I thought that was cool, and they should do stuff like that. Because if a wrestler is going to do that stuff, it's already public. They did it. They did it to themselves. Put it out there. Let everybody know, especially the fans that maybe don't follow online. They should know because it's public knowledge. And they shouldn't be hiding it off of Raw and just take them off TV. That's stupid. That's dumb. And they don't even announce that crap on Raw half the time. So I think it is dumb that he's wrestling at the pay-per-view because what kind of message does that send to the kids that he's still going to be in the main event? Now, I don't think he'll win. And here's the reason why I think he'd win. And I told somebody that I work with that this is why I think, is because they had something with Stephanie McMahon backstage, a little segment, and she said something about, I hate you being world champion, blah, 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 and they kind of continued something she said in the ring when she announced the matches, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles, and John Cena versus Seth Rollins. I think I said Seth Rollins and John in the match. I didn't say AJ Styles. Anyway, but she said something out there kind of where she hated him and being world champion. It was a disgrace. And then she goes on to kind of have the same segment backstage, and she says more, and Dean has more of a counter to him. The only thing I would say about Dean Ambrose is he's a great talker. He's an awesome talker. But he needs to use his volume a little better because of all the wrestlers that talk on the show, you always can hear them on the TV, but for some reason when Dean talks, he doesn't speak very loudly, and I think that's one of his problems. I think hopefully they get that fixed with him. They actually speaks in a louder tone because sometimes like he sounds like he's whispering into the microphone, and it's kind of weird. It's just a little thing that can be changed. I'm sure he'll fix it if they say, "Hey, you're coming across being very quiet on TV. You need to speak up or something." But yeah, I feel that they're gonna kind of try and do like the Vince Stone Cold thing with Dean and Stephanie, and I wouldn't be against it. I think it would be refreshing. We haven't seen the storyline in a while, and I know people are gonna cut it down, but it's like it's somewhat fresh. Would you rather have the same crap they've been giving us for the past few years? At least it's an interesting storyline that they could do, and they kind of did it with John Cena a little bit and Daniel Bryan, but whatever. You see it a lot. You see the same storylines repeated all the time. It's just, do they do it good? That's the good question. Um, but the AJ Styles Seth Rollins match was amazing. John Cena and Seth. Yeah, this is why I don't like to review these. Anyways, AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose match was pretty good. It was pretty awesome, and I didn't really think it was going to be that awesome to be, and it was the main event, and I didn't really think it was going to be that awesome. But it surprised me. John Cena and Seth Rollins, holy crap, that was a really good match. They tear down the house every single time. Like every time they step in the ring, they have some awesome matches, and I do want to go back and watch the one from I think SummerSlam or Night of Champions. I think it might have been Night of Champions last year because I never got to see that, and I would love to go back and see that because I've never seen it. The one where Jon Stewart, I think, whatever, interfered. There you go. I was trying to think of that word. But those matches were awesome. The things I hated about the show. So, Becky Lynch and Natalya. I'm happy they're in a feud. But they could have had a backstage segment and not wasted Summer Rae's time. I'm sure they probably had a match, like a dark match, like during the commercial break that was like kind of short. And Becky Lynch probably locked on whatever her finishing move is. And probably had it done before the commercial break came back. So I assume that. Because I always assume they have like 2 or 3 dark matches that we don't see. Because that crowd would be horrendous if they didn't. But yeah. Other than that, not much on the card. There was some decent, there was some good stuff. I mean, really, I watched the entire thing. I gave it a chance. Even I think, well, no, I didn't really watch a tag match. I don't want to see a tags demon match. Teddy Long ruined tag matches for everyone. I don't like to see tag team matches very much. But I did watch Enzo and Cass beat the Jobbers. What was that all about? First of all, like, why are we having a jobber match in 2016? A jobber match? Why are we having a jobber match? Why are we having a jobber match? Why did Enzo and Cass have a jobber match? You could have brought out the Ascension or something. Or what? I don't know, somebody. I know one of them's, well, it's not my whatever. Don't cut me down in the comments. Damn it. Yeah, jobbers? Really? Jobbers? You could have brought the Lucha Dragons out. They just beat the Dudley Boys. It wouldn't hurt them too bad. Come on, man. You could have brought somebody out. Hell, bring out freaking... Oh, I know. Hey, why don't you bring out Darren Young? When is he going to wrestle? Oh, my God. And the Shining Stars. Like, why don't you just have them come out and Enzo Cass beat them? Because they're not doing anything else. So why not have them be there? I don't understand them. I think they just need to bring Carlito in and have them be a stable and just call it a day. Just have them be themselves and just whatever. I don't know why they have to use gimmicks. Just come out and use their damn real names. Idiots. But I'm a WWE writer. I have no idea what I'm doing. So stupid. Anyways, like I said, the Raw was is better. It was better than what we normally get. So I watched the Raw from front to end, sat and watched it. I went fast forwarded through the women's matches because they were stupid. They weren't good. I'm not saying the stigma is back, but I'm just saying that they're not doing anything right now. Even with Sasha Banks back, they're not doing anything right now. And even the tag match is pretty good though. I will admit, this is what happened with the tag match. I saw Sasha was in it, and I thought to myself, I need to give it a chance. Give Divas a chance. And I stopped fast forwarding and I watched the entirety of the match. It was an okay match. It was an okay match, but it was nothing special. Nothing special. Dana, I think, and her got the win again. I believe it wasn't nothing special. So I don't know what to think of it. No progression in the storyline whatsoever. They can have a triple threat for the women's title. That's what I'm assuming what's going to happen. Is it Paige and Sasha versus her for the Divas Championship? That or have Paige versus Charlotte for the Divas Championship and have Sasha in her corner. That would be interesting. That would probably be the good thing to go. And then have Dana, somehow she's able to squeak away with the title again, and then have Sasha take her on. Maybe after Paige gets like one more shot on Raw at the title or something. I don't know. But I can see it being at SummerSlam. I can see Paige maybe getting another shot at her at the next pay per view at Battleground, and then maybe Sasha, or they'll probably have a stupid tag team match. Like you having tag team matches. Freaking, I hated that when they did that back in the day. I still hate it when they do it now. When they have, like a champion and a tag team match at a pay per view that's mid card. Given that, like, I can understand if maybe like John Cena and The Rock, took on the Wyatt family. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. But when you got guys like freaking Santino Marella, who is probably the Intercontinental Champion, I'm just giving an example. Like Santino Marella is like IC Champion, tag team with freaking Zack Ryder to take on somebody else. I'm like, why are we doing this? Because they have a championship. They should be defending it. Doesn't make any sense. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. I gotta get ready to head to work. So, with that being said, this Raw was a better than average Raw, and that's why I just got irritated with people saying that it was garbage. No, it's not garbage. You need to open your eyes. You need to realize that you're a damn wrestling fan, and shut your mouths and give credit where credit's deserved. They actually did a good job this week for the most part, except near the end. That's where they started crapping out, and then the main event happened, and it was good again. So. Other than that, I mean, it was probably like a 7.5 to me. It was up there. It was a 7. It was probably a 7. I would say it was a 7, I thought, out of 10. It wasn't that bad. People, it was just slow. Like, they don't know how to build excitement, but the matches are good. I think that's what the conception is right now. It's just like the storylines aren't that great, but the wrestling is amazing. So what do you want? You got to pick one. You can't have both. Evidently, because WWE can't do that. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed things that are happening on the Breakdown channel. I'm going to continue to bring you this, and I'm going to completely probably remove this from the other channel, unless there are comments to bring it back to the other channel, and I'll bring it back to the other channel. But I'm probably only going to do like random wrestling stuff to the other channel. This I would probably put on the other channel, but I'm not going to put on the other channel. I'm just going to put it on the Breakdown channel. Because this is so late, I'm not even going to bother putting it on the Pride Chatter channel. Anyway. Hope you enjoy it, and I will see you later. And you know what? As always, keep rocking.